Hey, it's Brian Mudd. This is my cheat sheet for Thursday, June 21st, the red hot rental market. Things have changed quite a bit over the past couple of years. In some cases, people have to rent because there's no choice after being victims in the housing market. But here's some things you need to know. First off, occupancy rates are the highest since 2002. So if you're a landlord, the odds are you've got a good chance of having people in your properties paying rent. Now, if you're on the rental side of it, nationally, we've seen the biggest one-year increase in rental rates since we started keeping track of this information. Overall, national rental rates are up 6% year over year. Unless you want to pay 6% more, I guess what you're going to probably pay more than that if you're in our area. In the region hubbed out of Miami, rental rates are up over 10% over this time last year. So the odds are you are going to be paying a double-digit percentage more for renting the same property over this time last year, which also says that if you're up for renewal and you're in a rental, it doesn't look good heading into next year for you. Now, here's the other thing that I believe is instructive about this. I've mentioned this before, but it's worth repeating, especially as we're taking a look at a very hot rental market that's costing you more. Every single time historically that property values have declined to a point at which you can buy a property, pay the average 30-year fixed mortgage for the same price or less than what you could pay monthly rent for on that property, every single time in history this has happened, the housing market has recovered. I've been saying we're in a housing recovery for some time. And look, I don't mean to be up about this. If you can't buy or you're not going to be here for a while, then, it's not about you. But a lot of people are renting simply because they're scared of housing. And if you're in that situation, strongly encourage you taking a look at buying if you're going to be in place for 3 years or longer. The odds are, with all the information we have here, you'll be in just fine shape as long as you get a good deal and good mortgage terms going in. App development. Companies are going to spend more than $120 billion developing apps this year. Or $120 billion. Is your company in the game? Look, if your company's not in the game, and I don't want to hear the excuses about how small you are either, more on that in a moment, you're not in the game at all. The overall, if you go back just a year and a half ago, we had routine examples of how social media use of apps effectively could drive business by 10%. We're already seeing that a lot of companies are able to drive sales by greater than 20% now. $4.5 billion of commerce just in the fourth quarter of last year took place through apps themselves. Think about that for a moment. Whatever your company is, you need to be having this mobile strategy. You need to be talking about the type of app that is going to help deliver business and create a better consumer experience. Because remember, the more time people continue to spend on tablets and on smartphones versus the traditional computer online, that's where they're going to be buying your stuff online. And nobody just goes to a website anymore on a smartphone, for example. They download the app and they go to the app for the store they want to shop in. If you're a small business, don't be left behind. Because if you're not doing anything right now, you will be left behind. And who knows where that'll leave you. By the way, and they are a sponsor of the cheat sheet, but I believe in these guys. This isn't just because they're a sponsor. In fact, they had been with us for a while before I got on board with them. Web Success Agency, local company I work with, they do this, including the app development. Get involved and talk to Web Success if you don't have a strategy in place, because you need one, bottom line. Auto improvement. The 2012 J.D. Power initial quality results are out, and there's generally good news. 26 out of 33 companies in the lines of cars actually showed overall improvement. And on top of that, the average improvement for a car in 2012 over 2011, 5% better quality on average. The big winners, Lexus for the second year running, back in the top spot, #1 overall in quality. The biggest improvement this year, General Motors, who took 5 awards. So overall, a lot of good stories. The complete, and I mean complete thing for like all of the cars from J.D. Power. It is on my physical cheat sheet, so feel free to go ahead and check that out. And vacation layaway. I don't think this has ever been done. At least I don't ever remember it. I know there hasn't been a website for it. Sears. Sears hasn't exactly been doing well, right? They have a new idea that's pretty creative, and who knows, just might work. They launched very quietly last night a layaway site. So you can go ahead, pick your vacation, get a deal, lock in the price on a deal, and then pay it on a layaway system over the course of time, so that is paid for by the time you're ready to take the trip. Might be kind of a cool option for you. That is the cheat sheet for today. Enjoy yours. See you tomorrow.